Welcome in online edu classes. I am Jeet Shah. Today we are going to learn an interesting chapter, that is chapter number 8, Lucy Looks into Wardrobe part 1. Let us see a short description about the author. Clive Staple Lewis, who was born in Ireland in the family of book lover. That means his family member frequently read books, and he has written more than 30 novels. Lucy Looks into a Wardrobe is an extract taken from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, published in 1950. That means Lucy Looks into Wardrobe is just a part of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. This story is going to be very adventurous one with the four siblings whose names were Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy. Children, what is the meaning of sibling? Sibling means brother or sister. So let us learn the chapter. Once there were four children whose names were Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy. These four children were sent away from the London due to the war situation and the air raid. Children, what is air raid? Air raid means an attack in which a number of aircraft drop bombs on a place. Children, you can see the image, an aircraft dropping bombs, right? So this is an air raid. So they were sent to the house of an old professor who lived away from the city, railway station and the post office. The professor lived in a very big house who had no wife, but just to look after his house, he has housekeeper and three servants. Their names were Ivy, Margaret and Betty. He himself was a very old man with shaggy white hair which grew over his face as well as on his head. Shaggy means untidy. Children, shaggy means untidy. So the professor was an old man with shaggy white hair means untidy hair. So Lucy, who was the youngest, and Edmund, who was the next youngest, got scared when they met Professor at the very first time. They wanted to laugh at him, but they managed to hide it and pretend he was blowing his nose. As soon as they said good night to the professor, they gone upstairs and the boys came into the girls' room and they all had a talk about his appearance. And they said, "We have fallen on our feet and no mistake." Who said this? This was said by Peter. "This is going to be perfectly splendid. The old chap will let us do anything we like." Children, what is splendid? Splendid means very good or excellent. So Peter said, "Now we are going to have an excellent time as no one is here to mind us. Professor is all alone and we can do anything we like." "I think he is an old dear," said Susan. "Oh, come off it," said Edmund. "Edmund is in bad mood." Why he is in bad mood? Because he was tired and pretending not to be tired. "Don't go on talking like that." "Like what?" said Susan. "And anyway, it's time you were in bed," Susan said. "Trying to talk like mother," said Edmund. Now Edmund said, "Who are you to say me that when I have to go to bed? Go to bed yourself." Then Lucy said, "Better we all go to bed," as she was also feel sleepy. "Don't go on talking. We will be in trouble if someone hear us." Peter said, "No, there won't," as he was clear in his mind that this is a sort of house where no one is going to mind what we do. Anyway, they won't hear us. It's about 10 minutes walk from here down to that dining room and any amount of stairs and the passage in between. That means he was now giving the excuse that we are away from 10 minutes walk, so we won't be here. And suddenly Lucy exclaimed, "What is that noise?" That was such a big house that Lucy had ever seen before. So Edmund said, "It's only a bird, silly." Peter said, "It's an owl." This is going to be very wonderful place for the bird as it has long passage, rows of doors and empty rooms and a kind of place where birds like to be in. And then he said, "Now I shall go to bed. We will explore the place tomorrow." You might find any place in a place like this. Did you see the mountains as we came along? And the woods? There might be eagles, there might be stags, there might be hawks. So, children, what is stags? Stags means male deer. So for today, we will learn till here. Wait for the next part. I will meet you with the next part. This story is going to be very interesting one. So till then, learn the chapter, learn the hard words and have a great day.